Hey, good morning, fourth graders. I hope you guys are doing well. And this is our second quarter. So last week we did our lesson on career development. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. And let me see. So that was basically, we went through a lesson and then you were supposed to type out someday I'll be, and talking about if you see yourself working as a computer programmer or and how will you be using technology in your future career, right? So please send that over to me as soon as you can. Remember, this is a new quarter. So if you feel like you fell behind last quarter, this is okay. It's a brand new start, guys. So you can keep on top of things, and every week just get your assignments done, send them over, and it's new start. So, don't even feel bad about it. Just say, I have a new quarter, brand new start, and I'm starting over. I'm going to do amazing. And just keep motivating yourself and building yourself up to stay on track. Okay. All right. So let me just quickly tell you about our typing assignment. So this week, we are going to be starting our new typing assignments. So they'll be pretty similar to the ones that you've been doing. Basically, every week I'll give you a new typing assignment. So we're going to start out with the 3-minute typing test this week. So please make sure it takes 3 minutes of your time this week. I think we should see 100% of the kids do their 3-minute typing test this week. Okay, so that's really easy. That's what we're doing for our typing. And then what we're going to do for technology is we're going to continue learning about Microsoft Excel and Google Sheets. So if you remember, the last project we did in the first quarter was the school supplies, where you had to look on the sheet and buy about, I think it was like $60 worth of school supplies, and use the sum function, right, to add them up and then turn it into a graph, right? Like I think it was a bar graph. So we're going to just do another lesson because I feel like it's good to really just get you comfortable using these programs. So remember, Microsoft Excel is something that you may not have on your home computer. And that's totally fine because Google Sheets is completely free and through your Google account. So whether you have your own Google account or you're using a parent, totally fine, totally free, which is great. And it's basically the same program. So what I'm going to do is right now I have opened what we're going to be working on, and this is in Microsoft Excel. And if you notice this box here, this cell here says data, because Microsoft Excel and Google Sheets, they are programs that help us to store data and to use it to do different things, right? Like making charts and graphs and different visual representations of data. And what is data? Just a quick review. Data is any piece of information that you can collect. It could be about a person. It could be about a group of people, an organization. And so, like, for example, if I were collecting data on the fourth graders, maybe I would collect your first name, your last name, your date of birth. Maybe I would get your email address, right? And then I would store that information in the cells within Excel, right? And then it would help me, which I actually do, believe it or not. I use Excel a lot for your grades. And I have an entire Excel sheet with all of your email addresses, because whenever I need to contact you, I just go to my Excel sheet and I say, oh, okay, let me find this person. Oh, there's their email, right? And then even in the previous years before we had GradeLink, I was keeping all of your grades in an Excel sheet. So I would have your name, I would have the name of the assignment, I would have your grade that you got on it. And so it really helps people, especially when you're dealing with hundreds of students. It's impossible, right, to keep everything on paper. You'd go crazy. Excel is so much easier. Just quickly type it in and it saves it for you. It has all those functions. It can add it. It can do averages, so many different things. So today we're going to pretend that we collected some data about students in a class. And the two pieces of data, we collected their favorite color and their types of pets that they have. So here's the data that we collected. And this would be like our raw data that we just did a quick interview or a survey and we jotted it down. Maybe like a quick raise of hands. How many people like the color red is their favorite color? And they raise their hand. And then I just have it all jotted in here. But now we can't really do much with it because it's just a blob of information inside of a cell. And we really need to divide it up and categorize it. So for example, color should go in its own cell and the number of students that like the color should go next to it, right? So you really have to just think about what you collected, the data you collected, what is like the name of the piece of information? Color, red. And then what did you collect? How many students you put the number? And they each get their own cell. So I'm going to turn this into a chart now. So 7 students like red. So I'll type red and then the number 7. 3 students like orange. Orange would get 3. So I'm just going and I'm filling in a nice little chart here. 1 student likes yellow. Yellow, so that's 1 student. 6 students like green. Green would be 6. 7 students like blue. So I'd put blue, 7 students. And then 5 students like purple. So now if you take a look, I made a nice little chart here that I can look at. And I can easily see my information, my color, my number, and then how many for each of the different colors, how many students for each of the different colors. And now what we're going to do is we're going to turn this into a beautiful chart. So if I go to insert, oh, whoops, you know what? I'm still in Excel right now. So maybe what I'll do is I'll show you how to do it in Excel. And then I'm going to copy and paste it into Google Sheets and show you how to do it in there because it might be easier for everybody to do it in there. So inside of Excel, if I go to insert and then I look for a chart that I would like to use. So for example, let's see here. I want to think about what I want to use. So hang on 1 second. Okay, so you know what? I feel like I don't want to confuse you guys. I'm just going to show you how to do this in Google Sheets, only because there's a lot of different versions of Excel. And so like with this one, all of our charts are here. You can see there's bar chart, line chart, pie chart. But then I just don't want you to have to say, oh my God, I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm going to go into my Google. So this is my Google Drive, okay? And if you go to new, you can go to Google Sheets and go to a blank spreadsheet. And you'll see it looks just like Microsoft Excel. Now click here in the box, this little box next to the A and the 1, so it highlights everything. Then right click and do copy. And then go back into the Google Sheets and click on that box and do right click and paste. And give it a minute. And it's going to paste in everything for you. And so once it pastes it in, so just give it 1 second. It might take a second to paste it in. Once it pastes it in, you'll see that it looks just like Excel, right? Except the only thing is this is free. And then, so I know that everybody can use this because it's free. So you don't have to worry, oh, I don't have this on my computer. Then click where it says Untitled Spreadsheet and give it a name. So put your name and then call it Data and Charts, okay? So now you saved it, okay? So now I'm gonna show you how to insert a chart with this information for my favorite colors. So let's go to Insert Chart, and then it should pop up a box here. So then you can decide, I think this would be very nice for us to do a pie chart, and they have some cool looking ones. Let's do a 3D pie chart. Okay, so click 3D pie chart. Now let's click data. Click on this box that says select data range. So you want to get your color, your number, and all of the colors and all of the numbers. So I'm left clicking and I am highlighting it all. And then I'm pressing OK. And then it should make my chart. So here it is. And this is a nice 3D chart that I just created. There's sometimes a little bit of a delay with the Google Sheets, or I don't know, maybe it's just the internet, but you should be able to move it over. It got my thing got frozen. But here's some pretty cool things that I want to show you guys. So if you click on each part of the pie chart, you can actually right click and go into the chart area, the date, click on data range, and then you can click here, and do you see where it says color? So you could actually change. So if we want to do red, make red, and then we want to make this one be orange, and this one be yellow. So I'm just changing each of the sections to the color that it really is. So now this way, I'm going to show you, this is going to be really nice. You're going to be like, wow, this is so cool. So now look at my chart. I could easily see each of the colors. I can see which one has the most. It looks like it's a tie between blue and red, right? It's a tie between blue and red. And then if I go over, I see 24.1, 24.1. So that there was an equal amount of students who said their favorite color was red or blue. And then I could easily look and say the least amount of students said yellow for their favorite color. Second to the least was orange, right? And then it went purple, green, and then the most was blue and red. So this is a nice visual that I could easily look at. And I just took this data that I collected and look what I turned it into, this beautiful 3D pie chart, right? And so that's what I want you guys to do for your assignment. Take the data, type it into here. So put the color and the number, then insert your pie chart. If you want to do a 3D or a regular, you can. And then go in and change the colors to match the color of each of them. So remember, I went into data range, and then you get this little box that pops up. And then as soon as the little box pops up, you're able to click on each section and you'll see the color and you can change it. Okay, so that's what you guys are going to do. Then we're going to scroll down and we're going to do it again for the types of pets. So I'm just inserting a few rows here just to kind of space it out a little bit more, so it's not right on top of each other. So I'm just going to insert one row. Okay, so now here's our types of pets. 4 students have fish. So let's do fish, 4 students. 9 students have dogs. Dogs, 9 students. 11 have cats. Cats, 11. 2 students have rabbits. Rabbits, 2. And then 3 have hamsters. Hamsters, 3. Oh, oops, let me make it a little bit bigger. Okay, so now I'm ready. Now I have my nice chart ready to go. And I can turn it into a chart. So if I go to insert chart, and now what I want to do is think about what would I like to use for this one? Let's think. Maybe we'll do, let's do one of these column charts. Okay, so I'm going to click the first column chart. And then I'm going to go into my data range. So click this little box and I'm going to select pet and number and select all of them. Press OK. And then look at that. So it shows me now what I can do is I can change the colors of them. So if I click on each square, so for example, say I want to keep fish blue. And then maybe I want to do dogs. Let's think about what color do I want to do. Maybe I'll make dogs be black. Oh, no, whoops. Whoops, sorry. Sorry. Let's see, I guess maybe you are not. Hang on a minute. Let me see if you can just change the color of one of them. I think I just like to change the color a lot. So actually, maybe you just have to choose one color. So let's keep it as black. But if you want to try to play around with it, you can. But so now here's our chart, our bar chart. So I can easily see that the most Most students have a cat at home. And then the second top pet is a dog. And then I can look and see that not too many students have rabbits. They're the least, right? So this is such a great way to take data and turn it into something visual, right? And so you have a nice chart. So you can easily look at your chart here, and you used your data to create a chart, and then you took this and you made it into a visual graph, like a bar graph or a pie chart, right? So this is what you guys are going to do on your own. So the first thing you'll do is I'll send you this Excel sheet. You will copy and paste it into a Google sheet and name it with your name, data, and charts. Then you will take the data and you will type it into the chart, okay, for each of the things. So for the colors, and then you'll do it for the pets. Then you will make a pie chart for the colors, and you'll change each of the pieces of the pie to match the color to whatever color it is. And then for the pets, you'll make a bar chart, and you can play around and make the color whatever you want for the the bars, okay? That's up to you. And then you will be done, and you will press the share button, and you will type in eastpca@gmail.com and press done, and it will send it to me. Okay, so that's your assignment for this week, along with the typing. If you have any questions or you're stuck on anything, go back to this video and you can pause it and follow what I did, because I did everything on my screen. So if you pause my screen, you can easily find it on your screen and copy it. And remember, everything is being done in Google Sheets, because we're not going to use Microsoft Excel since not every student has that at their home computer. So even though I'm emailing it to you in the Microsoft Excel, you're just copying and pasting it into a Google Sheet. Okay? All right, guys. So hopefully that works out for you. You're more than welcome to use Microsoft Excel if you do have it on your home computer and you prefer using it. I'm just trying to make this accessible for every student, especially those students who do not have Microsoft Excel. So then they need the free program of Google Sheets. Okay? All right, guys, so have fun with this, and it'll be due next Tuesday. And so please make sure, keep up with your assignments every week. This shouldn't take you longer than, I would say, 20 to 30 minutes to finish this assignment. And then you have 3 minutes of typing for the week. So really under 30 minutes for everything of your technology work this week. Okay, guys? And this is a great program to get comfortable using now as you guys are getting older. So we will see you next time. Bye, guys.